Good morning, students. Today we are going to read the lecture number 12 in the subject of history O levels. So, in this lecture again, we will read almost 10 questions, important questions in the history syllabus. So, this will be much more easier and interesting for you people to understand and learn these 10 questions. So, concentrate yourself. We are going to start. The first important question for today is, what is the Kashmir issue? The most serious disagreement between India and Pakistan concerned the state of the Jammu and Kashmir. In 1947, most of the 4 million inhabitants of the Kashmir were Muslims, but ruler was Hindu. The ruler Hari Singh did not treat the Muslim population well. In September 1947, he stated to campaign to drive Muslims out, and 200,000 fled to Pakistan, and then finally they rose in rebellion. So he was actually forcefully throwing out the Muslims from the Kashmir. The Maharaja asked India for help, and he agreed to accede to India. Pakistan could not accept this, so sent troops to help the Muslims in the Kashmir. This was the Kashmir issue and still has not been solved up till today, and some wars has been fought between Pakistan and India on this issue. So you can see the seriousness of the issue. The next important question that we are going to read today is, who was Hari Singh Dogra? Hari Singh Dogra was a Hindu Maharaja of Kashmir. In 1947, after partition, he was trying to win independence for his state, and so he delayed joining either Pakistan or India. So actually he was trying to get independence. He was not trying to join Pakistan or India either. He did not treat the Muslim population well, and in September 1947 he started a campaign to drive many Muslims out of the Kashmir. Over 200,000 fled to Pakistan, and finally the Muslim rose in rebellion because he was trying to suppress the Muslims. The Maharaja was forced to turn to India for help to crush the Muslims. Indian help came only after the Maharaja agreed to accede to India. The next important question for today is, what is LOC? LOC stands for line of control, refers to the military control line between the Indian and Pakistani controlled parts of the former princely state of Jammu and Kashmir. Originally known as the ceasefire line, it was designated as the line of the control following the Shimla Agreement, which was signed on 3rd July 1972. The part of the former princely state that is under Indian control is known as the state of the Jammu and Kashmir. The two parts of the former princely state that are under Pakistani control are known as Gilgit-Baltistan and Azad Jammu and Kashmir. So this is the history of the line of the control. The next important question that we are going to read today is, who was Mujibur Rahman? Mujibur Rahman was the leader of the Awami League, a party from East Pakistan. In 1971, the Awami League won the elections, and it called for a political and economic independence for East Pakistan. Mujib and his people campaigned effectively on the basis of the 6 points, which was the reason for their victory. He was arrested during the civil war between the West and East Pakistan on 21st December 1971, when the Republic of the Bangladesh was officially declared. Bhutto released him after 2 weeks. He went back to Bangladesh, and on 10th January 1972, he became the country's first prime minister. The next important question that we are going to read today is, what were the Quaid-e-Azam's aims for Pakistan? The guiding principles for the achievement of an independent country and its development were unity, faith, and discipline. So these were the rules which Quaid-e-Azam defined for Pakistan. Quaid-e-Azam maintained that Pakistan should be a progressive democracy based on brotherhood and equality. He was determined that the condition of the Pakistan's poor should improve. Education was important to train people for jobs. He disapproved of the economic system of the Britain and the USA as he believed it had failed to bring about a fair society and was largely the cause of the two world wars. He proposed an economic system based on the Islamic principles of the equality and social justice. So these were the aims of the Quaid-e-Azam for Pakistan, but unfortunately, he was not lived for many years after the creation of Pakistan. So most of his ideas were not implemented. The next important question for today is, who was Miss Fatma Jinnah? Miss Fatma Jinnah was the youngest sister of the Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the founder of the Pakistan. She was born in Karachi on 30th July 1893. She was an important figure in the Pakistan movement and the primary organizer of all the India Muslim Women's Students Federation. She was very active during the Pakistan movement and she actually mobilized the female population of the subcontinent for the creation of Pakistan. After the formation of the Pakistan and the death of her brother, she remained an active member of the nation's politics. She participated in 1965 elections. She continued to work for the welfare of the people of the Pakistan until she died in Karachi on 8th July 1867. She is called the Madre Millat. The next important question that we are going to read today is EBDO. EBDO stands for Elected Bodies Disqualification Ordinance. It was made by the Ayub Khan in 1959 to dismiss the corrupt officials from the government jobs. It would help in improving work. So the idea was very sincere, but it was taken against the government officials. The next important question that we are going to read today is, what was Green Revolution? Ayub Khan introduced the Green Revolution. A law was passed saying that no farm could be smaller than 12.5 acres or larger than 500 acres or 1000 acres. So he limited the farms. 3 major dams were built to help with irrigation. HYV, seeds, fertilizers, and sprays were imported. These reforms revitalized agriculture and crop yields were at an all-time record. So farmers were growing, farmers were prospering in that time. That is called Green Revolution. Hence the crop output is increased. The next important question that we are going to read today is, what was land tenure system? Bhutto wanted to give tenants security of tenure of the land they farmed. He introduced a mayor giving the tenants the first right of the purchase of the land farmed by them. This meant that landowners could not sell land to third party who might then evict the tenants. It was, however, undermined by many landowners because landowners were the politicians also at that time. So they undermined the step taken by the Bhutto at that time. Although this was very good for the majority of the people, the farmers, for their rights, but that was undermined. There was mass eviction of the tenants from the farms to prevent them receiving security of the tenure. This was Hake Shifa. It was also true that many landowners used their social position to persuade revenue officers to record land as owner cultivated, when actually it was in the hands of the tenants. So this was unfair, but that was done. Okay, the last question for today that we are going to read is, what is the importance of the Islamabad? The importance of Islamabad lies in the fact that it is the capital of the Pakistan. As the capital city, it has hosted a number of the important meetings, such as the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation Summit. In 1958, a commission was constituted to select a suitable site for the national capital. with particular emphasis on the location, climate, logistics, and defense requirements, along with other attributes. The capital was not moved directly from Karachi to Islamabad. It was announced in 1962 but started working as capital in 1967. So it took almost 5 years to transfer powers from Karachi to Islamabad. It was the achievement of the Ayub Khan. So this was the lecture, students. I hope so this will be much more easier and interesting for you to understand and learn the questions. So read this lecture again, understand it, learn it, and make your notes. Thank you so much.